Hello, dear friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We have come again with another information, and this is weekend. Today is Friday. Happy weekend to you all. Please take a time to rest and worship your God. I always say it on this very channel. I always say it that you need some rest. You need some time to worship. All right. Some worship on Sunday, some worship on Sabbath, Saturday, precisely. And I think that is the commandment of God for you as human. Okay, let's dive into the video. Our Prime Minister has given 3-point order to Tinubu. 3-point order to him concerning the proposed protest. People are saying, are they going to protest? Are they not going to protest? Already, Igbos by now should have known their stand, that there is no protest for any Igbo man. What are you protesting for? The only protest and what we want to do is to separate ourselves from Zoological Republic. We want to separate ourselves, and that is what we want to do. So if you're not on the same pedestal or point with us, you are mistaken. If you go out and protest and they kill you, because looking at you, they know you're an Igbo person. When they kill you, they will say they've killed terrorists. That is why you should stay clear, even if you have Yoruba friends. And they are pushing you, oh, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Are you not hungry? Blah, 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 blah. Do not join them. Run away from your life. Go right inside your house. And if you do that, they cannot protest because they don't have that morale. They don't have balls. It is the Igbos that have balls. And that is why they don't want us to separate from them, because without us, they cannot exist. If they doubt or if they say they can exist, why not sign Biafrans out and see how it go? But what they resorted doing is divide and rule game. I heard, I saw the rail they are building from Lagos to Calabar. They want to sidetrack or sideline the Southeast. That is called divide and rule game. These areas you are looking at, they are all Biafra. All right? I want us to listen to the analytics of what Prime Minister told them. First of all, he told them that the withdrawal of their terrorists in uniform, Air Force, Army, NCDC or whatever, all those people that are putting roadblocks. Imagine the Navy. Those that are supposed to be in Atlantic Ocean, they are now mounting roadblocks. And we call this Zoological Republic, and you say we are very insulting. How is it that people that are supposed to be in the sea are now mounting roadblocks in Biafra land? And every other region in Nigeria, they did not venture. They didn't do such thing. Agade, umunem. So all those, their red blocks and their uniform men and all that, our Prime Minister is demanding again and again that they should remove those things from there. 1. 2. Having declared that there shouldn't be protest in Biafra land, and people, even under the government of Hopozodema, according to him, he said he has government. But another person, the person they call Tin in Finland, gave order that there shouldn't be anything like protest. Instead, let there be massive voting. And you see people come out and they are doing their voting out Nigeria gradually, in open daylight, in broad daylight. They are voting. And now is telling us the number of people that voted, very massive.
2. Accept the Biafra self-referendum, which recorded over 49 million votes so far. We are not begging the zoo to accept it. It's either you accept it or you leave it. But the world has already known that over 49 million Biafrans have already voted in this very ongoing Biafra self-referendum. Then number 3, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. unconditionally. In case you didn't see, let me highlight it. Unconditionally. This one, we cannot negotiate it. Although there is none of these three demands can be negotiated. But you see this one, the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, nobody's talking about it, is going to remain like that. Even others will remain like that. In fact, 3 of them will remain like that until Biafra exits the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. Now, on the second update, he said, Biafrans are not protesting for Nigeria terrorist state, and Biafrans are not sitting at home today. Tomorrow being the 2nd August 2024, all Nigeria government facilities will be shut down, including movements. All federal roads will be shut down. Nothing will go in and nothing will go out as long as Biafra land is concerned. Our demands are just 3 things. Our demands are just 3 things, just like as I read before. Number 1, withdrawal of all Nigeria terrorists, which includes Nigeria Army, Nigeria Police, and Nigeria Air Force, etc., from Biafra territory, whether you like it or not. You must withdraw them or else they will perish in Biafra land. It is a promise, not a threat. Number 2, accept our self-referendum, which recorded over 40 million votes already. And number 3, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. Unconditionally. This is very, very powerful and, of course, critical. Now, the last but not the least. The Prime Minister continued, he said, the Caliphate are not happy with the development from Biafra land today, 1st of August 2024. He said, the Nigeria media have been lying to them for the past 2 years, hiding the second Biafra war from them. This particular development of not joining Nigeria protests is a big statement from Biafra people. My Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa, is not just a big statement, as you said, but it's also a big blow to the zoo government. Let me explain something here. People do not understand. The Nigerian people are protesting against the government, right? But for Biafrans, not joining the protest is a big blow to the government. Can you imagine that? Imagine the misery. This is a misery, isn't it? This is a misery. And I will do everything humanly possible to go live. If I don't make it this night, I will go live tomorrow between morning and afternoon to explain this. I'm not going to explain it now because of my time. I want this very broadcast to last for 10 minutes alone. It's a great misery that Nigerians are protesting against the government, but Biafrans are not protesting and the government is not comfortable with it. Remember that the protest is against the government, but Biafrans are not protesting yet. The Nigerian government is not comfortable with it, that Biafrans are not joining the Nigerians to protest against the government, against itself. It is a big blow to them. It has disorganized them. It has made them uncomfortable. Remember, the protest alone has already disorganized them. It has already made them uncomfortable. But Biafrans not joining the protest has destroyed them. And they are not happy with it. They would have preferred that Biafran people join the protest, even though they are uncomfortable with the protest. I will explain that tomorrow or late this night when I go live. If I can make it, I will let you know. If we get now, so the Prime Minister has demanded 3 points from the zoo, and these points must be fulfilled before we begin to have any conversation. Number 1, withdrawal of the zoo terrorists, which includes the army, police, and of course the Air Force and others. And number 2, accept our self-referendum, the Biafra self-referendum, whether you like it or not, you must accept it. Why the number 3 is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know the reason why I said whether they like it or not, they must accept it? Do you know why? It is because of this. It is because of this. Keep an eye on the Biafra self-referendum. ORB International. This ORB International is one of the top media outlets in the United Kingdom. One of the top. Those of you that live in UK and you are listening to me right now, I want you to tell us how famous and the relevance of this very media house in the United Kingdom, ORB International. They have come to Biafra land to investigate what is going on in our land concerning the Biafra self-referendum. And they are telling the entire world now to keep an eye on the Biafra self-referendum because something is happening there. Even though the media has refused to announce it, the media has refused to propagate it, the media has refused to show it to the world because they don't want the world to see that people are voting on self-referendum. Yet it is happening and it's real. It is real because they have come here and do what is called investigative journalism. And they've gotten first-class information about what is happening on ground. They went back to their home in UK and they said, keep an eye on the Biafra self-referendum. So I'm going to explain all these things and of course bring the article in full during my live broadcast.
Thank you, my brother, for your wonderful and explicit broadcast. I follow you up because you are the people, Mazinam Dekano, and other people that I learn from. And because of what you have made us to understand, we say, okay, in our little corners, we have to propagate this gospel. And we've been doing it faithfully for years now. Biafrans know the ones that are true and the ones that are not true. You see, we are moving. We'll continue to do it. And Biafra will come. Thank you, everyone. Please help us to share. Help us to like and also help us to subscribe. God bless you.